Just trying to work on eBay tonight, and there's just more glitches. And I'm going to talk to you about that on the other side. So without any further ado, let's go. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is John from Flippin' Ain't Easy, and yeah, I'm working a late night tonight. Jenna's at her family's for the week, actually until Tuesday, and she's doing a memorial for her cousin this weekend. And she's glad to be in California, but of course it's just for the wrong occasion. But that leaves me here by myself, which is cool. You guys know for quite some time I've done this business by myself, handling both stores, and just getting back into that routine is kind of a change, but it's something that I'm fine with. And I'm out here tonight. I'm getting shipping done. Normally I wait until the morning. At least this is kind of our deal. We kind of do this first thing in the morning. And my routine before I had help was to do it in the evening before, so that way you get up, you don't only have the residual shipping for items that have sold the night before, and then you can get on with your day. Well, I got too much going on tomorrow. I have 9 items that need to be shipped. I need to go pick up some merchandise, carload full of merchandise. And I have a live stream that we're going to do. Hopefully you're there with us, 3 p.m. It's going to be me, myself on the live stream, no Jenna. And hopefully it's a good live. She doesn't need to be here for it to be a good one. So hopefully you guys show up and help me make it what it is. But as soon as the live is over, I'm going to go downtown to Fremont Street, and the Trash to Cash podcast is going to do like a hangout out there, I think about 8 o'clock, like a meetup. And Mike Camparelli is going to be out there, Archie's going to be out there, myself. And from what I understand, there's going to be at least a 1 or 2 or 3 or 10 of you. I don't know how many are you going to be out there that watch the show that was hoping that I would be down there. So we're making the trip out there, and we're going to be doing the dinner on Saturday night. I think the dinner on Saturday night is like 5 o'clock or whatever. I don't know. I'm just doing what they tell me to do. And so Archie picked up the tickets, and I'm going to be wherever they tell me to go pretty much. So thinking about getting down there. I know the meetup is like 8 o'clock tomorrow night, or actually as you watch this on Friday night, it's the meetup at Fremont Street. And I might just go down there, have some dinner, gamble a little bit. I don't do a whole lot of that, even as a local out here in Vegas. The allure of gambling in Las Vegas just isn't the same when you live here, at least for me. So that's my day. It's going to be a busy day, and then we're going to get up on Saturday morning. We're going to do some yard sales. The 3 of us, Mike, Archie, and myself, going to hit some yard sales, and then pretty much till about noon or 1 o'clock, and then get ready for that dinner that I was telling you about on Saturday. So I'm working tonight late because I want to get some stuff done and get some extra listings done. I've been working on that, getting the shipping done so I can work on picking the stuff up and getting some stuff listed tomorrow before the live stream. There's just a lot going on. So that's not why I made this video, but it's just to tell you what I'm doing and what I've been doing. It's been pretty hectic here. But in shipping, and actually a couple things I'll tell you, listing and shipping, there's been a lot of glitches that I've come across. And I don't know what's going on with eBay right now. Now, this is not a complaint video. I've sort of just pretty much learned to accept that eBay is going to never be glitch free in its current platform. Until they decide to actually scrap the platform they're using and blow it up and build something from scratch, one that is going to be glitch free. I don't see a lot of these glitches on Mercari. You don't see a lot of them on Poshmark or Amazon, and we're talking just weird stuff. So I was altering a draft. I had a draft I was working on. It wasn't quite finished. I had to get some photos. I kind of list backwards in that before I pick up the stuff. Like I'm picking up like 22 items tomorrow. And before I pick it up, what I do is I know what I'm getting. So I'll create the listing, create the item specifics, the item description, get an idea of the price, because I can see the pictures of what I'm getting. I get an idea of what the condition is. And based on the comps, I'll set a price, and then I'll just save the draft. Also, I have no idea how much this stuff weighs, so I have to wait until I get the stuff to examine the item, make sure the condition is what I thought it was, take my photos and add the photos into the app, and then I'll add the shipping dimensions and then the SKU, the location of where I'm going to keep it. I'll save it again because I'm adding photos into the listing, but I want to go into the PC and just touch them up through the editor in eBay and arrange the order the way I see fit. And then I launch the listing. That's how I do it. It's kind of a 3-step process that may seem slow to you, but it works well for me. But when I went back in the last time to go in and launch the final draft, I guess you'd say, of the listing, it showed me a different editor, and I'll show it to you right here. It's just really weird, and it came up with an error message saying that I need to go change my settings because I'm a business account, and it's pretty much telling me, hey, you have no business using the personal, I guess, lister. This is what it looks like somewhat. It looks very basic, and it looks very odd to me. And I tried, going out and going back into the listing. I tried refreshing the page, and it kept giving me this error message, but it allowed me to go in and at least launch it. So I was able to find everything I needed, and I launched it here. But my other listings that I did this with, it didn't do that. I didn't have to make any changes. So it's showing me a weird editor, weird listing editor. I guess maybe you guys are familiar with it, but for those of us who have a business account, we have something totally different. Now, what's kind of weird, it goes back to a couple years ago when I made a video and I told you guys, I don't even think eBay knows if my account is a business or personal account to begin with. They couldn't tell me 2 years ago. And nothing's really changed since then. So maybe this is a culmination of that. I don't know. But if you're experiencing some craziness with the lister, you're not alone, because this is happening to me tonight. So I decided to get out here and get some shipping done, like I mentioned, and went to go run my labels, and the weirdest thing happened. So I went in, and these two items, I ran a first class package label, and then I ran a US media mail label, and it was coming up after I ran the packages and paid for the labels. It showed that I still had to ship them, like I never shipped anything. And so I click on the shipping labels page where you can go see your shipping labels to say what's going on here. It shows a tracking number. When I go click on to track the package or add tracking to these packages or these listings, it tells me that there's tracking already associated with it. But when I click out of it, it'll add the tracking, right? Now I go out of it, I refresh this page, and it's gone. The tracking numbers are gone. And I have to go back in to add tracking again just to add the tracking numbers, but they're not staying. It's really weird. It's there, but it's not. So I can see this may be causing a problem and causing some late shipments, because it's already saying I have a late shipment on one. So I have to figure this out. But this is just weirdness going on with eBay, and I'm sure there's more that I haven't seen yet. But I decided to stop what I was doing. I have another account to ship. But before I run into any more problems, I thought I'd make a quick video here and just make you guys aware. Now, the reason why we make these videos is to make you aware. What can you do about it? You can't. There's not a darn thing you can do about it. Now, one thing I noticed is I ran a FedEx label for a larger package, and I added the tracking number manually, okay, from the FedEx account, where I get really good cheap discounts through my rep. And it's worth taking the extra step to do the copy paste game and to then run the label there, and then to copy and paste the tracking into the where it asks for the tracking. And that one took okay. It was like an 8-pound item. That one took. The item disappeared from the queue, and all is well. So I guess the one thing you can do about it is maybe until eBay fixes this, to run your labels through Pirate Ship or an equivalent site, so that you can just simply, have it. And I know it'll actually add the tracking on your behalf, but because it's coming from an external site and not within eBay labels, then it's quite possible that'll fix the problem that I'm experiencing. But as far as what can you do, look, you got to ride the storm. You got to just know that this is the way things are with eBay. It's probably going to be a different thing every week, a different fix every week, a different issue every month, until eBay finally figures out that you can't keep putting lipstick on this pig called the eBay website. It's not a very good one. It's a very old one. And at some point, they're just going to have to redesign the whole thing. But who am I, right? I'm just the guy who makes videos, who sells on their site. And I guess if I was qualified to make these kinds of decisions, they would be looking for my opinion, right? But this is just from a seller to another seller out there, many of you sellers. And I'm beyond frustrated. I'm just accepting it. It's like maybe you live in a location where you like the weather 9 months out of the year, and then the other 3 months it just makes you crazy, but you just got to deal with it. What can you do? You can't change it. You can move. I can go to Mercari exclusively, Poshmark, and Amazon, but that's not where the money's at, okay? And so you might have a good job, or maybe you have a good situation where you're at. You just put up with the weather, right, for 3 months out of the year. That's kind of what it's like with eBay. When these things pop up, complaining ain't going to do nothing about it. eBay don't care. They've got their bottom line they have to cover, and I can tell you it's going to cost many millions upon millions of dollars to blow this thing up and to make another website. And if their interest is more into what their shareholders earn than the selling and buying experience on their platform, then this is what we have to deal with for the long haul until that mindset changes. So I want to know your thoughts and opinions on this subject. Please comment down below. And if you enjoyed the video, the time that we take, I'm taking a good 15-20 to make this video out of my evening, and then I'm going to edit it later, so that's time that I'm taking. Hit that like button. I'd certainly appreciate it. If you enjoy the content that I come out with, even the 1 or 2 videos I make a week, hit that subscribe button. I would certainly appreciate you for doing that. And of course, hit that notification bell if you want to be notified as soon as I make a video or when we go live. Now, this video is going to launch Friday morning, and hopefully if you're watching this before 3 p.m. Pacific on Friday, it's your notice that we're going to have that live stream. Please join us if you can, even if you're going to work through it. Have it on. Jump on in and say hi. I like seeing new faces on the live stream. And yeah, we always try to make it fun and educational at the same time. So guys, like I said, glitches, they're a thing that's going to continue to happen on eBay, and there's not a darn thing you can do about it. Don't waste your time calling eBay. That ain't going to fix nothing. You just have to persevere and take note when weird things happen. And it may mean you have to go back and check on things, and it's sad that it has to cut into your productivity, but yet it's another example of how sometimes, especially with eBay, how flipping ain't easy. And I want you guys to have an excellent rest of your day and an excellent weekend if I don't see you on the live. And until next time, keep making those sales, and we'll talk to you soon.